Here's Michelle Obama, the First Lady for the last 8 years, reading Dr. Seuss books to kids. And here's Laura Bush, the First Lady before her, doing the same. Oh, and here's Hillary Clinton doing the same thing, though in this picture she looks like she was doing it after her term as First Lady. And here's Barbara Bush doing the same. That's one of the things that First Ladies do. Community service, like promoting literacy, things that are inherently nonpartisan, things that no one could criticize them for. Dr. Seuss is a pretty safe bet. Here's Melania Trump following the tradition. And a small gesture, after Melania read that Dr. Seuss book to those kids, she donated some copies to the kids' library at the school. Pretty normal stuff. Well, not for the school librarian, a Trump-hating extremist kook. She actually rejected the gift and wrote a bizarre letter to the First Lady saying, first, the kids were too rich and don't need the books. And second, she called Dr. Seuss books racist. Serious. Here's what she said. Dr. Seuss's illustrations are steeped in racist propaganda, caricatures, and harmful stereotypes. Yeah, pretty amazing, eh? A month ago, they were tearing down statues of actual Confederate generals, and now Dr. Seuss books are being denounced as too racist for schools. Have you ever read a Dr. Seuss book? Yeah, it's not racist. Most of the creatures in them aren't even people. They're made-up fantasy animals in funny colors. It's a kid's book to teach kids to read, more fun than reading Dick and Jane. Have you ever read his story about the Sneetches? There are two kinds of Sneetches. That's a made-up animal, by the way. Plain-bellied Sneetches and star-bellied Sneetches. They're made-up creatures. And they sort of hate each other and are prejudiced against each other. So some entrepreneur comes to town and lets them pay to add on or take off their stars on their bellies. And they keep switching back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And before you know it, they don't remember who was what. And then they all realize that they're all just Sneetches and the star doesn't matter. It was so obviously a commentary on race and how we're all the same underneath. Yeah, that ain't racist, lady. Oh, uh-oh. What's this? This is a picture of that librarian involved, Liz Phipps Soero, posing in a Dr. Seuss costume herself. Look at that trademark silly hat. Promoting Dr. Seuss. She loves Dr. Seuss. Of course she does. She's a librarian. She was just lying about Dr. Seuss in a weird smear against Melania Trump, a smear that got 1,000 newspapers to cover her, made her famous for 15 minutes. But they all repeated her lie that Dr. Seuss is racist, and by extension, Melania Trump must be racist, and so, of course, Donald Trump is racist. I wonder if any family stopped letting their kids read Dr. Seuss because of her lie, her smear. I wonder if any black family did because, don't want your kids reading racist stuff. Librarian told us it was racist. So now maybe some family won't learn to read quite as well or quite as fast. I don't know. All I know is that the word racist these days pretty much has no meaning left anymore. And I'm not sure if leftists have thought that all the way through. Like the boy who cries wolf, one day they'll actually need the words racist or Nazi to mean something. But by then it'll just mean the author who came up with the cat in the hat. For the Rebel.media, I'm Ezra Levant. Hey, you should see the new fall lineup at the Rebel. Go to therebel.media/shows.